gentlemen, that's the way we get this thing started. Wait a minute. And I will, Jeanette, come on, we've called the meeting to order. Thank you. Welcome to the special call meeting of the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners for November the 28th, 2022. I'm going to ask Vice Chairwoman Stewart to do the invocation and our pledge of allegiance.
Dear God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for your goodness, your mercy, your kindness, and your compassion. I pray that you give each of us wisdom and clarity so that we may do what you have called us to do. Thank you for each and every citizen in this great county of Cumberland. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We will thank everybody for coming to this meeting, and if we can, I'll get an approval of the agenda.
So moved. Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor? All right. If I can get a motion to go into closed session, Commissioner Booth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Pursuant to
Chairman, I move we go into closed session pursuant to 143, 318, and 11A3 to discuss attorney-client matter.
all right. All those, is there a second? It's been second. All those in favor? All right. We will go into closed session. We will come back out for our items of business after that. So if we can clear the room, please, and take the cameras with you. All right, that's we're back in open session. We're going to our items of business, which is the Crown Event Center. Madam Manager.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. I'm going to ask Mr. Jermaine Walker to come to the podium, and as he's coming forward, I want to thank him and Chris Carr, our Assistant County Attorney, as well as MVP representatives. They have worked over the last 7 days with Ewing Cole on crafting a contract that's mutually agreeable to the county as well as Ewing Cole. And so we are essentially complete, are complete with a review of the contract, except Ewing Cole has sent an additional document today that will need a legal review, but we believe that everything is essentially in order for the board to review and to consider today.
Madam Manager, Mr. Chairman, before we start that, incident to the closed session we just had, may I ask the board to make a motion to give the attorney consent to proceed with the necessary legal steps to acquire property?
Commissioner Booth.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. On that basis, I move to authorize the county attorney to begin the legal process to acquire real estate.
Is there a second? Been moved and second. All those in favor?
Thank you.
All right. Commissioner Counsel. Mr. Walker.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. What you have before you is the standard AIA contract that we've been working through with Ewing Cole and with the county's legal department. Included in that is a refined scope of work. And in that scope of work, we're looking to design a new multi-purpose event center. It's expecting it to range in size from 69,000 to 89,000 square feet and seating approximately 2,500 to 3,000 persons. The venue will have seating, floor setup, and layout that will have the ability to service seated events, standing room events, banquet and ballroom events. The venue shall also be scalable, flexible, to serve many functions, including live performances, music, dance, Broadway-type performances, banquet hall, and community meeting space. It's also looking to be designed on a 3+ or so acre urban site. The contract also includes coordination with stakeholders, scheduling, schematic design services, design development services, construction document phase services, verification of the construction manager at risk, guaranteed maximum price, submittal review, and then also includes areas for site civil, for traffic engineering, which we'll have to do a design for traffic flow, and preparation of demolition drawings. It will also take us through substantial completion, which is the end of the project, and into the first month of operation. As you can see in Exhibit A, to include Ewing Cole, the architect, and all of their standard consultants and specialty design consultants, we're looking at a fee of approximately $6.549 million, which includes the architect's base fee and $135,000 for reimbursable expenses. And so when the county constructed the capital budget ordinance for this project, we projected $5.5 million for the architect fees, and then we also had an additional $9 million in contingency. And so the Section 4 of the budget ordinance amendment has authorized the county manager as budget officer to transfer funds in between those lines. However, any increases or decreases to the total budget would have to be approved by the Board of Commissioners.
Does anybody have any questions or comments? Commissioner Booth?
Yeah, if you go to the second to the last page where Exhibit A starts, it says Crown Event Center, very bottom, qualifications and assumptions. It says number 1, surveying, environmental assessments, and geotechnical engineering are excluded. Any idea on what that's going to cost?
We have
Ballpark?
ballpark, we have $100,000
Okay.
budgeted for the geotech. Yes, sir.
Okay, and then go to the next page. HVAC commissioning is excluded.
Yes, sir, that's included in MBP's fee.
Okay.
So MVP will do all the commissioning.
All right, and then the calculation, I think we can all wish that it'd be 65 million, but number 10, it says that the construction budget is all based on 65 million. If the budget is determined to be more, reserve the right to adjust, got no problem with that, but is it proportionally to where it is now, or do we get new percentages or new calculations, new figures? If it goes from 65 to 85, is that, we have to have a new math formula for the 20, or is it just pro rata what it was at 65 up?
We would focus specifically on those services, sir. There's no standard that we're working off of, for example, 10% of the construction budget, or that's just where we fell, at least this time. Yes, sir.
Commissioner Keith? Oh, you finished? I'm sorry.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
We are under a hard deadline.
Yes, sir.
On this, and understand that there may be delays and that sort of thing, but is there any penalty clause in here with the architect and the construction manager? We just don't want this going for our folks at the Crown who are trying to book things that we're looking at 6 months.
Oh, absolutely, sir. We will, once we get to the construction phase, then we would be able to assess liquidated damages.
Okay, so there will be a clause in there.
Yes, sir.
about that time.
It's I think only 11 it comes out. Did you say?
Well,
You're just talking about the penalty.
we assume. It says.
Anyone else have any questions or comments? All right. Then I will entertain a motion on the architect contract discussion.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I would like to move that we accept the architect's renders and also the contract for the architect.
Okay. Is there a second?
Mr. Chair, with that motion, would you also include, subject to the additional document that we received today, working that into the contract? Because we just got something new today.
Right.
I think it's okay, but we haven't got it yet. Thank you.
Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and second. All those in favor? All right. That will take us to Madam Manager, site selection.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. I'm pleased today to share some exciting information. Over the last 7 to 8 months, the Crown Event Center Committee has been working diligently on site selection. They went through a very comprehensive process, and the site that is being brought forward today is one that meets the guiding principles. And as you may recall, there was a significant community engagement process that started with the board, the Crown Event Center, and then the community to build the guiding principles for this center. And so from the original feasibility study, there were 3 general sites that were selected, and those were the Fayetteville Outer Loop, the Crown Complex that the county currently owns, and also the downtown area that included an evaluation of 6 different sites within the downtown area. Basically, we were looking for any county or city-owned property. We also wanted to determine that there were no issues as far as wetlands, floodplain issue, Brownsfield, and we were also very sensitive to the configuration. We wanted to make sure that there's easy access, there's walkability to amenities, the bus line, and as well as nearby parking. And so there was a scoring matrix for each area that was evaluated, and that was actually presented to the Crown Event Center Committee, which is chaired by Commissioner Jeanette Council, and the other members are Commissioners Glenn Adams and Commissioner Jimmy Keefe. And so we narrowed down the sites from probably 12 to about 2 sites. We conducted our due diligence, a preliminary geotechnical evaluation, and phase 1 environmental. Those 2 sites and those results were submitted to the Crown Event Center, who made a recommendation to the Board of Commissioners. Today, we are pleased to say that the environmental came back, and there are no concerns from environmental or the Brownsfield. And we are recommending a site that is downtown and is owned by the Board of County Commissioners. And that site is this parking lot that fronts the Judge E. Maurice Braswell Cumberland County Courthouse. And so you can see from this rendering, the county owns this parking lot as well as this area right here. And so we are very excited about this being downtown right in front of our courthouse complex. And MVP has worked to show what a rendering might look like, because we do have the available space on our county-owned property. And this would be a potential rendering of what a facility might look like bordering Gillespie Street, Otis Jones Parkway, and East Russell Street and Dick Street as well. And so with that, Mr. Chairman, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Any questions? Commissioner Evans.
Mr. Chairman, at this time, I would like to make a motion that we accept the site plan for our new civic center here in Cumberland County.
Been moved and second. All those in favor?
Unanimous?
Thank you, Madam Manager. All right, that will take us to our last item of business, which is the county manager selection. The Board of Commissioners have been in reviewing county manager applicants and have come up with a applicant that we are in line of for the new county manager, Commissioner Stewart.
Chairman Adams, at this time, I would like to make a motion to hire Clarence Grier as the new Cumberland County manager.
Is there a second? All those opposed?
Commissioner Booth.
All right, then that is Clarence Greer, who is currently works in the city of Roanoke. He's been there since 2021. Prior to that, he served as the deputy county manager in Guilford County from 2015 until 2021, and as assistant county manager and chief financial officer for Orange County, North Carolina from 2009 until 2015. He has over 34 years of local government experience and holds a Bachelor of Applied Science in Business Administration from Campbell University. He's an international city county manager, credential manager, ICMA, and I guess y'all know what that is, dash CM, and is a certified public accountant. And so we would be welcoming Mr. Greer to Cumberland County. He will be here to be able to meet everybody in the very near future. Does any other commissioner have any question or comment? If not, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and second. All those in favor?
Unanimous.
Thank you.